just gotta rush. Hear me say, yeah, 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 yeah. If you don't wanna take it slow, and you just wanna take me.
Hey Apache, this is Patrick Munoz on this week's Who Knows the Movies.
I'm Austin Watt, and Patrick, this isn't a movie review.
Oh, that explains a lot. So that means it's like show 23. Yeah, that. Attention any 9th, 10th, and 11th graders that like to talk and argue, like my sister. Applications for speech and debate are now available on Ms. Novak's Fusion page. Applications will be due on April 24th, and tryouts will start May 1st. If you have any questions, make sure to see Ms. Novak in room F103 so you can avoid any mistakes you might cause yourself.
Ever wanted to participate in a war where no one gets hurt? Well, now you can do that. Next week, from Monday till Friday, Interact Club will be holding its annual Penny Wars. You can drop pennies in your 4th period class. Each penny is worth 1 point. You can win pizza, donuts, cookies, and more. All proceeds will go to Foothill Unity Center, basically charity.
For those of you following the news, you probably heard that there has been some serious negotiations going on between the US and Iran. What is it all about? Let's go to Julia here for more.
For years, the U.S. and Iran have been looking for ways to ease tensions between these two countries. The U.S. and Western allies were concerned that Iran was on the path to developing nuclear weapons, although Iran denies that. In response, harsh economic sanctions have seriously crippled their economy. Over the past few years, the Obama administration has been constructing an agreement by which Iran would be unable to make nuclear weapons, and in return, the economic sanctions on Iran would be lifted.
This arrangement between the United States and 5 other nations and Iran, it's not so much a done deal yet because that's going to happen at the end of June, but it's basically a format or a draft of an arrangement. And what it is that Iran promises to give up 98% of its uranium, its enriched uranium, in exchange for the lifting of sanctions by Western powers against Iran.
But the fear in the West is that Iran is going to develop a nuclear bomb, and with so much problems in the Middle East, with so many problems in the Middle East, you can't have that because, World War III could break out. That would be bad.
This nuclear deal with Iran and the other major world powers is not super popular in our U.S. Congress, and the Congress has been pushing for more involvement in the process.
They've just signed an agreement where Congress is going to have a say in any agreement that happens between the United States and Iran.
A framework has been reached and hopefully will be finalized by the end of June. This has been Julia here. Back to you guys in the studio.
For all you people that have happened to be accepted into National Honor Society, you have a payment of $12 due. Bad news, today is the last day to turn in that payment.
Did you miss that financial aid workshop that happened on January 10th? Well, do not fear. Arcadia High School got you. Extra copies of all handouts that were distributed are available at the Counselor of the Day desk.
Orchestra, choir, and orchestras went to Disney World in Florida last week. No, not for the rides, but for the competition. Did they win? I don't know. Let's go to Brendan Ho.
Last week during spring break, Orchesis, Orchestra, and Choir went to perform and compete in Orlando, Florida. While Orchesis performed in downtown Disney, Orchestra swept the competition in the World Strides Heritage Festival.
The trip to Florida was a lot of fun. A lot of performing arts groups from Arcadia went to Disney World in Orlando just to compete against schools from different states and from different countries.
Our Florida trip was really, really good. We had a couple of the numbers from our show in the performance, and yeah, it was really good. We riled up a really big crowd, and I think we impressed a lot of people with our dancing.
Concert Choir, Chanteur's Concert, Chanteur's Show Choir, Orchestra 1, 2, and 3 all received gold awards. We also received choral sweepstakes, instrumental sweepstakes, and festival sweepstakes, which is the highest combined choral and instrumental scores.
It was a really fun experience because we were able to work together, and I was really able to experience what teamwork was like. And even though the weather was a bit humid, we still had a lot of fun at the parks with other friends.
Come to our show, Museum of Love, to see the rest of it. The dates are April 29th, 30th, and May 1st and 2nd.
Congratulations to Orchestra and Choir, and good job to Orchesis. Be sure to check out their show at the end of this month. This has been Gavin saying, back to you guys in the studio.
We're done, right?
You do know that we are only halfway through the show, right?
Huh?
Now for a short break.
About me, I was born to rock the party. I was born to rock your body.
Just a blade in the grass. I spoke onto the wheel. My time is a little unclear. I've been worrying.
The walls are shaking and I'm paranoid. Can someone stop the noise in my head? The clock is ticking, I'm about to crack, just like a maniac on the edge. No.
Hello, Tara. Welcome to your deposition. Please have a seat. So we'd like to ask you about what you were doing after school from September through November.
Well, I was with my mock trial team preparing and just, studying for school. Preparing.
So you're a member of mock trial.
Yes.
And so what exactly is mock trial?
Well, it's this organization and we learn about law and go and compete on Monday nights at this courthouse.
Oh, so how does one try out?
Okay, well, today you come to D112
Wait,
at
objection!
lunch.
How is the trial process relevant?
Okay, well, today at lunch you come to D112, which is Mr. Barclay's room, and there's an informational meeting and we'll tell you all you need to know.
So I hear that actual interviews are coming up. When is that?
Oh, we'll tell you more about it at the meeting.
Wow. All right, tell me more.
Okay, are you ready? So what you need to know
Yiming,
is that there's
we're supposed to ask her about the murder. What are you doing?
Just a reminder, today at lunch in D112, it's mandatory if you want to try out for the team, so make sure you come.
Hey, potential newbies for APN. Did you make it in? You don't know? Well, stop by room A102 to see if you got into round 2. If you did, make sure you sign up for interviews by next week. If you didn't make it, too bad.
Attention to students that drive. You should not park in the stadium lot or else you will get towed. Also, the lots on campus, Amonte, and the stadium are for faculty and staff only. Please do not be a Richard.
With great weather comes great responsibility. Now for a short PSA brought to you by Affinity for Animals and the Pasadena Humane Society about keeping those creatures in your house that you love safe.
Hey, do you want to go get some coffee?
Yeah, sure, why not? Be a good boy.
No, stop. Although it may be 70 degrees right now, it's 100 inside the car.
Since dogs cool themselves down by sweating through their paw pads or panting, they can die from heat stroke or sustain brain damage for just 15 minutes. Also, it's illegal to leave your dog unattended in the car, so don't get in trouble. Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Thank you.
Come here.
Hi, my name's Adrienne Griffin. I'm a humane educator and I work at Pasadena Humane Society and SPCA. And this is Linda and her dog, Sammy. And if you ever see a dog as beautiful, any dog really, but a little cutie like Sammy in a parked car, what you should do is call the non-emergency number for the police and give them the make and the model of the car, give them the location of the car, and let them know that there's an animal in distress in a locked parked car.
You know, if you have a drastic academic change such as a dropped class, not on your app, or a failure to get a C- on a class, you should probably report that, like now. You should tell about this to the admissions office of the colleges you applied to. If you do not, well, I hear McDonald's is hiring.
Do you have someone special in your life? No, not your bae. Not even your non-existent girlfriend or boyfriend. I'm talking about your dog. Valerie Gasparini has more on how you and your furry friend can make a difference.
What do you want to do this weekend, Poppers? What is this?
You mean the American Cancer Society Bark for Life, which is this Saturday, April 25th, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Eisenhower Park in Arcadia.
Bark for Life is a fundraising event that supports the mission of the American Cancer Society. The day consists of a 1-mile cancer walk with your canine friend, as well as doggy games, dress-up contests, and more. Register your dog online now. It costs $20 per dog and $10 for each additional dog. Don't have a dog? Adopt one for the day.
The Pasadena Humane Society will have dogs at the event that you can adopt for the day.
This is a great way to fundraise for the American Cancer Society and spend some quality time with your best bud. See you there.
You got my dog.
Thanks, Val. Bringing up some more news about the seniors, we got prom. Well, I guess the juniors could be applicable to this as well. So, on June 13th, Arcadia High School will have prom 2015 at the Wallace Annenberg Performing Arts Center at the California Science Center. The theme is In the Moment.
So we are all back from spring break. We are tired and want something different. That something did occur in the school. The Little Aerobics joint at the cafeteria has some new low prices for custom juices. So go on and buy yourself a cheaper smoothie or drink. On the other hand, if you have been struggling with school or how to crew, have some tips on how you can bounce back.
Step 1. Find your nearest library. Siri, where is the closest library?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Step 2. Whip out your supplies and open them for the full effect. You know what? I'm a little thirsty. Step 3. Always stay hydrated. But wait. Step 4. What's a drink without food? And now that I think about it, step 5. Call up your homies. You don't want to be eating alone. Step 6. Call your homies and tell them what a great time you had. You don't want to leave them out. Hey, what's up? Step 7. Take a power nap. You never want to be tired while studying. Step 8. There's always next year.
There is grad night. Prices are currently $120 and will go up to $130 once May comes around. Tickets can be purchased at the ASB office, and grad night will be on June 17th, Wednesday night, from 11 p.m. till 4 a.m. You know what that means. We are going to stay up past our bedtimes.
Thanks, guys. All right, I think we can wrap it up now.
Yeah, but I feel like we're forgetting something. That's probably nothing.
Hold up, it's sports.
Another week where all the sports are away. Well, might as well get started on the sports report. I'm in love with the cocoa. Kept it crunched, doesn't want no. Right there. Put you on here. Alright. Looks good. I look good.
Boys varsity baseball's been doing pretty good. Last week they played against Pasadena and they won 7-3. But they struck out against Rancho Cucamonga 0-4. But that's okay, because they bounced back and they beat Glendale 9-2. Moving on to girls softball, they recently played against Hoover and won 4-2. They also beat Pasadena and Glendale, both 3-2. Keep it up, girls.
Well, I guess that would conclude this long episode of Who Knows the Movies.
Still not a movie review.
Yeah, well, it's the end of the show and I can do whatever I want.
So this has been show 23, and I'm Austin Huang.
And I'm Patrick Munoz. Until next time.
Bye.